What I think the contribution of the Gülen movement to the Islamic world today is offering an interpretation of Islam, in the religion of Islam, that emphasizes the values of peace, the values of tolerance, the values of hard work and discipline, and the values of selfless service. And I think all of these values, as we know, are rooted in the tradition, but what Fethullah Gülen has done is to reiterate those and to be able to communicate them and form a community of people who are going to live according to these values. Well, I think that certainly they've drawn the attention of parts of the world, starting out, of course, from Turkey, where maybe most people would certainly know about the Fethullah Gülen community. And then you get to Central Asia in the former Soviet republics, and now in Western Europe, North America, Southeast Asia. I think that in these areas it's becoming more and more of a well-known phenomenon. I heard one of the speakers today refer to the Gülen movement as the most dynamic movement in the Muslim world today.
So, for example, the way that people are talking about the contribution of the Gülen movement at the conference is one theme is the compatibility of the Islamic perspective with liberalism, the ability to adapt to different cultural situations, and the idea of the Gülen movement as a movement that is willing to build bridges. For example, in the Turkish context, building bridges between the Kemalist nationalist groups and the Islamic groups, building bridges between the traditionalists and the modernists or the liberals, and then building bridges in order to outreach on the global stage. So those contributions, another aspect is kind of speaking of adapting to an environment which one speaker called assertive secularism. In other words, in the United States, you have a kind of passive secularism where people can choose whether or not to express religion. In the case of Turkey, often expressions of religion in the public sphere have been very limited by a more assertive secularism. Because of its experiences in Turkey, the Gülen movement, although it is a religious movement inspired by Islam, has learned how to adapt to a variety of pluralistic settings.